Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Shot here, and I'm here to bringing you guys a very different video. This is not going to be a series video or anything. This is a one-time video that I'm doing purely because, once again, this is a very random video and such, but it's just something I wanted to talk about because SCP Containment Breach is a very great game in my opinion, but lore-wise it does have a lot of flaws. So that's what I'm here going to be showing you guys, is the flaws. Now, not in the game itself, but lore-wise. Now, I have two windows open on my browser, which you can see. Or two tabs. I have the list of SCPs in SCP Containment Breach, and then the SCP Foundation database, or the SCP Wiki. Now, we're gonna look through the SCPs that are found in this game, and once again, I'm not trying to judge this game in a bad way. It is an extremely good game. It's just, once again, lore-wise. So, first, we have SCP-008, the Zombie Plague. Now, SCP-008... Hey, now, the first thing I want to explain, or say, before this, is, according to most people, the site setting that you're in SCP Containment Breach, from what most people assume, is Site 19, which is the largest SCP Foundation site, evidently. So, going through here. So, if all of these SCPs are on Site 19, per se, in this case, in SCP Containment Breach, which I'm not even completely sure whether that's true or not. Wait, I do want to find something. Does SCP Containment Breach... I'm literally looking this up. Yes, I'm looking this up in video, but based on Site 19. Now, this right here. It has not actually been confirmed. I probably should have pulled this up before recording, but anyways. Like it says here, this person says, it has not been confirmed which site this game takes place in. However, I would assume that it is a site that has not existed in previous SCP canon due to the fact that we have many SCPs that would normally not be at the same site being together, which is very true. That's why I'm making this video, is because all these SCPs would not be on the same site together. SCP-008. Which, input credentials. And now, if we look to where it's found, where SCP-008 is not found, I should say, where it is contained, I mean, do you see where it's contained? Because I don't. From what I can tell, it's G2 sites. That's where it's typically found. Yeah, SCP-008 is a complex prion, samples of which are stored in each of the known G2 sites, which, to my knowledge, I do not know what a G2 site is. Not Site 19, which is the most clarified one. Now, if we go back from SCP-008 and we go to, oh, that jumped me up a bit, SCP-012, a bad composition. And we come over here to its article. This is SCP-012. So, yeah. SCP-012 is to be kept in a darkened room at all times. So far, like, you'll see, it will say somewhere where it is contained. Now, from what we can tell on SCP-012's article, it was found in Site-19 Special Salvage, so evidently would actually be contained on Site-19. So, that one makes a bit more sense than others. Now, SCP-035. SCP-035 and 049, which is the Possessive Mask and the Plague Doctor. We're going to go to the Possessive Mask first. We know that they're contained on the same site because, not actually. We're gonna go to 049. And if you scroll down here, SCP-049 or 049 managed to break containment and got in or met SCP-035. Now, it's blanked out the SCP number that he actually did come in contact with, but this quote right here, I do not know what 049 and that damned mask, aka the Possessive Mask, talked about. So we know that they are contained on the same site. So, we have that. It's relatively easy enough. But Research Sector blank. We don't know where this is. It's completely unknown. We just know that it's a research sector. It's not specific. I can't talk today. But it is not specified as to what site that SCP-049 might be on. And then, if we go back to 035, right here, the Possessive Mask, and just go back on this, we know that he is contained in a sealed glass case. Or, the mask itself is. The containment chamber was made to this thing, which I'm not going to read this whole thing out, because that's for another day. But it's a whole, like, giant containment chamber. Now, looking through here. Discord, please. I forgot to put myself on Do Not Disturb. But, anyways, from what we can tell, it's just got its containment chamber. And I'm actually going to do Control F, and we're going to put in site. A trained psychologist is to remain on site. Whenever you click site, it brings up most of this stuff. So, it's not known what site that's on, so we just know that 035 and 049 are on the same site. Now, the next one that we have, 066, Eric's Toy, is over here. So we're just gonna pop this. We can see here, albeit crossed out, or actually even right here, SCP-066 is to be kept in a tungsten carbide box in Site-21. So, alright from that, we know that SCP-066 will not be on the same site as the rest of these SCPs, let alone be it in the entrance zone where, in SCP Containment Breach, the only containment chamber or not even containment chamber really. The only containment areas, or SCPs, that make sense there are 860, which is an immovable door, or known to be immovable, I'm not completely sure, and 294, which is movable, and it's a drink machine. So you got that. Now, 079. I know for a fact where 079 is contained, which 079, the old AI, is contained... I just want to find it for proof, but I believe, because I've read through this file, Site 17. Oh wait, actually no, Site 15. I thought it was Site 17, but no. SCP-079 is secured in the general... in a double-locked room in the secured general holding area at Site 15. I believed it to be Site 17. I guess I was wrong there. If I just click Highlight All, you can see... yeah. With this on... Jesus. Everything's trying to mess up my recording right now. But yes. We know that SCP-079 is on Site 15. Which doesn't relatively make sense. You got 066 from Site 21, 079 on the same site, apparently in this, which is Site 15 in lore. And then if we go back, I don't believe it's specified what site SCP-096 is on, which is the shy guy over here. And we go through here. Is it specified? No, it is not. You can see it's not highlighted in purple or anything. All that we know about SCP-096's cell is that it's a 5x5 meter airtight steel cube. So, there's that. And I'm also sorry if this video makes no sense, especially for me, considering, once again, I love the game, I love everything about it. It's just, it's something that I wanted to bring up due to the fact that, like, in lore, the game itself, I said this near the start of the video, the game itself is absolutely amazing, but its lore is a bit whacked up. So, yeah. Next, SCP... I nearly said 0106. But no, SCP-106, the old man. Wait. Load. There we go. Boop-a-doop. Site. Any such interaction must be undertaken in AR... yeah. It's not specifying what site it is on. At least from what can be seen. SCP-106's site is not actually specified. As you can see, all specified locations are highlighted, or everything that has the word site in it is highlighted in purple. So that's very easy to see. Now, the next one, which I believe is 148. 148, we know, without even looking at it. Actually, no, we don't. 148, which, the telekill alloy. I did not know this one. Now, this is where it gets strange. Because, as can be seen here, and this is just a bit, like, fucked up on lore-wise in general of this. Which is, ingots of SCP-148 may not be housed at the same site as any SCP due to the potential for unforeseen interactions. From what I can tell, they probably took a ingot of 148 to the site that 035's on to actually reinforce its cell. And other than that, we have no specifications as to what site 148's on. God, these, like, ads or whatever they are tad annoying. Now, that's 035. Fuck off. But 173, the statue, everyone knows the sculpture. It's not actually the statue, it's the sculpture. But everyone knows this. And this is the most lore-wise accurate. Move to Site 19. 173 is actively on Site 19. So, it makes sense. 178, which is the 3D specs. Boop, boop. Nothing. No known, like, I believe... Yeah, there's no known things as to 178. So, we don't know where 178 comes from. Now, oh god, did I click on 205, the shadow lamps. Right over here. We see that 205, or 205, the shadow lamps, is on Site 23. So, that right there, it's like, there's such a variety of SCPs from all these different sites that lore-wise none of this makes sense. Why would these be on the same site? They really wouldn't. Now, 294, which is the coffee machine. That's literally what it's called. Okay, makes sense. And there's no matches for site on this. So we don't know what site that 294 is on. I'm sorry that this is literally just me going through and repeating myself. But I don't know why I felt like this was a point that I needed to prove that it really makes no sense lore-wise. And yeah. 372, the peripheral jumper. Clearest known photo. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. The fucker is... Now. 2 instances of sight, but those are in words. Oh boy. So yeah. 372, the peripheral jumper, not specified. Now, most of these SCPs that are not specified what site they are on, it could make sense that they would all actually be on Site 19. That is a complete possibility, we're not ruling this out. But, according to their articles, is not known. And now, like, you can see down here, it would say 10 matches or more if there was, like, a thing that, if there was more than the amount of times the word site comes up on, like, this side or anywhere. So, you got that. And 500, the red pill, I believe it was called. I don't know. Now, 513, which is a cowbell. Very simply and aptly, a cowbell. Now, 513. 513 is interesting, because we know that it is contained on a site, it's just unknown to which site that SCP-513 is actually contained on, because it is blanked out. So, once again, that site could be Site 19. We don't know. But most of these SCPs that are very not very definitely, that makes zero sense. But that it makes sense that, you know, we see here are on other sites, that they really should not be on the same site as they really shouldn't be on the same site as all these other SCPs. Now, 682. It says that SCP-682 is contained in Site Redacted. But there is one thing. We know actually where 682 is contained. If we go all the way back up here to SCP-079, and we scroll down to here to the addendum, or around the addendum, I believe. It is right here. Due to a containment breach by an unknown SCP, 079 and 682 were contained within the same chamber for 43 minutes. Now, we know 079 is contained at Site 15, so that must mean that 682 is also on Site 15, and not 19. Now the next one we got here, 714, which is the Jaded Ring. I'm just gonna pop up here and... boom, boom. The Jaded Ring. This... it has no specification of site. So, we know nothing about it. It could be, once again, on Site 19. It's just unknown. 860, which is the blue key. Scroll down here, and we go to its article. It's contained at a redacted site. So, once again, could be 19. It's completely unknown. Now, there is one article that I do want to show after I'm done listing these off that actually could be, in a way, what, could actually be, evidently, what SCP Containment Breach is. Albeit not really lore-wise, it makes sense game-wise. Now, 895, camera disruption. What? I'm sorry, I'm intrigued by this, but okay. Huh. Anyways. So, we have two specifications of site, but it's just the word site. We don't have a actually specified site. So, we have no idea as to where it's actually contained. Okay, that's creepy. Now I see why it's called camera disruption. Because that was... alright. I didn't actually know that it was called camera disruption until just now. So now we know. Now, SCP-914, the Clockworks, which is easily the most useful SCP in the game. Now, we also have no specification of site here. As you can see, site and site. It's not actually being used to say which site, it's just the word site. So, once again, we don't know. Which, I can understand, with these being the most popular SCPs, plus the fact that a lot of them really are not specified what site they're on. I can see why, like, it's relatively easy to see why SCP Containment Breach is such a successful game, and it can be made sense of, sort of. Other than with these certain SCPs that I've listed off that are not on Site 19. Now, if we scroll down here, there is two specifications of site. It says in the addendum for 1991 and 1987, Preliminary research into AMN C22S suggests potential for use as a general purpose amnestic. Now, I'm not actually sure what this is, but, you know. Methods of mass producing the agent, which I believe this is a secretion, now thinking of it, that is made by 939 with many voices. And this stuff is being investigated at Biocontainment and Research Site 06. Now, in this addendum, it says, containment of 9 SCP-939 specimens has been compromised following a silent night breach scenario at Biocontainment and Research Site 06. So we know that 939 is contained at Biocontainment and Research Site 06. So, you got that. Now, 966, the Sleep Killers. Or Sleep Killer. There's multiple of them, but, you know, whatever. Now, we know that they are contained just from here. We can see this, but it is contained on a redacted site, which is not helpful. So, we have that. Now, SCP-970, the Recursive Room. I do give credit on this, because SCP-970 is an anomaly that appears on multiple SCP sites, so it could very easily appear on Site-19. I give credit for that, because that's really convenient, really, and it's pretty good. Now, 990, the Dream Man. This is sort of a thing like 970. It can appear really with anyone. There is, as this says, there is no containment for SCP-990. There is zero containment for 990. It's just it's literally a Dream Man, which 990 will only actually appear on your loading screen. It's not an SCP that's even on site, because it's in your dreams. Now, the next one, that was this. What the fuck? You know, don't know what I clicked on to get to the operators page, but anyways. If we scroll all the way up here, I said all the way up here, and we go to Series 2, we can go down to the Encyclopedia of Diseases, which is 1025. I'm not sure why actually no, I do know why 1025 is safe, but anyways, we got here, there's no mentions more than 9 of site. So we know that's not contained, or specified containment on a site. Now the next one that we have, 1048, the Builder Bear, I believe, yes, the Builder Bear. Which, for some reason, was previously safe. That's surprising to me. But yes. Anyways. We have very easily specification here. Oh my god, BlueStacks and Discord are being annoying today. While recording, unsurprisingly. But yes, we have specification of Site 24. This is what Site 1048 is contained on. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but my fan feels, or not even feels, it sounds like it's gonna fall off my ceiling. Now, the next one, 1074, which is the Stendhal's Nightmare. This one is where it goes from, okay, not even reasonable, but not even reasonable from the SCPs being on Site 19 to what the fuck, why? SCP-1074 is contained at Site 342. Now this is just fucking ridiculous. Albeit I do give credit, 1074 is the first SCP to my knowledge that actually was made by a group of interest, which was, Are We Cool Yet? The first SCP that's in SCP Containment Breach, I should say, because there's a lot more that were made by, that were made by Are We Cool Yet before anything. Yes. The next one, and final one, because SCP-Js, they're literally jokes. This is what the researchers do in their meantime. But the last one is SCP-1128. Which is the Atrocity Skull. And this one, once again, actually is accurate to lore of the game. SCP-1123 is contained at Site 19. So we actually do have reason behind that. Now, the one thing that I did want to actually bring up, or pop up, was what SCP Containment Breach as a game could potentially be a reference to. Now, this is very unknown, or the rating is 247, but not everyone reads all of these. If they did, they'd probably be here for days. But it's the log of extra normal events. One of the extra normal events that happened was, I believe, right here. This whole event here. A mission not typically present was located in the MMORPG Redacted. The mission was only accessible via a bugged area of terrain, but had existed for an unknown period of time. The mission was an exact replica of Site Redacted with several hostile SCPs. Not necessarily those housed there. And the SCPs were opponents. No code for the mission was found on the game servers by Foundation investigation teams. Now, think of all the things that I've mentioned in the... As every SCP, or most all SCPs in SCP Containment Breach, either are contained on unknown sites, Site 19, or sites that are not Site 19. SCPs as essentially as opponents, as enemies in this. That's what, in SCP Containment Breach, that's what you would think. So, you got that. But an exact replica of Site blank with several hostile SCPs. Not necessarily those housed there. Maybe this is why. Maybe this extra normal event right here is actually what led, and this is just a wild theory, really, but potentially what led SCP Containment Breach to become a thing was this extra normal event. Now, as much as I highly doubt it, that is still a possible thing. That would explain why all these SCPs are all on one site, which, as most people believe, is Site 19. Now, that's pretty much where I'm going to end this, because other than the SCPs that would never be on the same site together, and will never be on the same site together, not, like, being on the same site together in SCP Containment Breach, the game is flawless. In my eyes, there is no other lore that's, like, fucked up. And, like, once again, overall, it is a really good game. I really love it, and like, it's good. It just doesn't make sense with certain SCPs being on the same site. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and if you guys did enjoy it, enjoyed my little rant or whatever you really want to call this, I'm not even sure what I want to call it myself. But if you enjoyed this, be sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And you get to see my beautiful recording software that's also a piece of shit. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.